Hello, my name is Keshwani. That's Keshwani, Keshwani. I have been solving math problems for GMAT out of this book here, the GMAT Review, the official guide. If you do not have this book, buy it immediately. You will find it at mba.com. The problem that I'm about to solve is the one that you will find on page number 171, problem solving number 144. Let's take a look at it. It says if 4 minus x over 2 plus x equals x, what is the value of x squared plus 3x minus 4? All right. Excuse me. Sorry. Listen, I went back and forth as to how to go about solving this problem. Unfortunately, classical way is the only way. The classical way is the algebraic way. The traditional way, the orthodox way, the academic way is the only way to solve this problem. Now, having said that, before I actually start doing any work at all in the exam, when I'm solving a problem, before I start doing any, when I find out that there is no other direct way, quick way to solve it, before I plunge into the nasty part, the quagmire of the algebra, I sit there and ask myself, let me play around with it. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. So let me play around. I said, let me see if what number of x might work here. And I do not spend inordinate amount of time. I don't sit there and spend 40, 50, 60 seconds on it. I just 10, 5 seconds, maybe 20 seconds at the most, try some numbers and see if it works. So I put in 1 here just for the hell of it. I know 0 wouldn't work because that will give me 4 over 2 equals to 0. That's of course is waste. But you can see it only takes 2 seconds. So then after that I tried 1. 4 minus 1 is 3. If x were 1, 4 minus 1 is 3, and then if x were 1, I get 3 over 3, which is 1. Voila! 1 works. X equal to 1 works. I got lucky. I was very surprised. It's a matter of luck. If 1 didn't work, I would try 2, maybe 3. I don't know. Maybe a negative 1, but I wouldn't spend too much time on it. If I find out that nothing is working out, then the classical way is the only hope. But I tried 1. The very first number that I tried, it works. 1 works. 4 minus 1 is 3, and 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 over 3 is 3, which is 3 over 3 is 1, which is this. Which means x equal to 1 works. I'm done. In which case, 1 squared plus 3 times 1 minus 4. 1 plus 3 minus 4. The answer is a big fat 0. That's it. We're done. The answer is C. That's all. So that's one way of doing it. Just a trial and error and just, that's all it is. It's a matter of getting lucky. I'm going to do it now the proper way. For those of you who think that what I just described was pure insanity, it was kind of insanity because I just tried a number and it worked. Let me do it the classical way. So we need to cross multiply. This gives me 4 minus x equals x times 2 plus x. Open the parentheses. I get 2x plus x squared. I need to bring everything here, or rather bring that 4 and a minus 6 over there. So I have my x squared plus 2x, and when I bring this negative x on that side, it becomes an x. And then when I bring 4 on the other side, it becomes negative 4. And the whole thing is equal to 0. That tells me that x squared plus 3x minus 4 is equal to 0. This is a quadratic equation. You can do it with the quadratic formula, or you can do it with the factorization. I'm going to employ the method called factorization. I'm going to do it here. I hope you're familiar with this method. So here is my x squared plus 3x minus 4 equals to 0. In other words, I have to find the factors, 2 numbers, so that when I multiply them, I get a negative 4. And when I add them, I get a positive 3. The 2 numbers that immediately come to my mind, which will suffice these conditions that they have to add up to 3 and the product has to be negative 4, is negative 4 and 1. So negative 4 and the positive negative 4x, and the positive x will give me, positive 4x and a negative x will give me positive 3x, and negative 4x minus an x will give me the negative 4x that I need, 4 and then x squared. 4x times negative x will give me the negative 4x that I'm looking for, negative 4 and x squared. So it works. Let's continue. Look at these two terms. Take out the x common. You end up with x plus 4. From these two terms here, take out negative 1 common. So I end up with negative 4, negative 1, and then x plus 4. And now we chop them up into these pieces, this and that. What do you find common in this term and that term? I find x plus 4 common. Let's take it out. That from this term I'm left with x. From this term I'm left with negative 1. And that has to equal 0. Now that I have two quantities, the product of which is 0, that tells me that either this quantity is 0 or that quantity is 0. The only way this quantity is going to be 0 is when x plus 4 is 0 when x equals negative 4, or x minus 1 is 0 when x is positive 1. It has to be one of those things. That's it, we're done. We already know that 1 worked. In the very beginning I explained to you that 1 worked. I just got lucky. If you put in 1 here, it works. So that's it. You put in 1 and it comes out to be 0. 1 plus 3 minus 4 is 0. The answer choice was C. Let me take a look at the camera and see how much time I have. Now if you were to put negative 4 into it, let's see what we get when I put negative 4 into it. I need room here. I'm going to do it at the bottom here. What is it that you're looking to find the value of? Well, this is actually much simpler than I thought it would be. They're simply asking you what is the value of x squared plus 3x minus 4. I could have stopped here. Oh, that's it. I didn't have to do any of this. What do you know? We don't have to do any of this mumbo jumbo. Ignore all of that. Just ignore all of this. They are simply asking you what is the value of this quantity. X squared plus 3x minus 4 is 0 right here. Right here. The answer is C. So in other words, all of this was unnecessary. Answer is 0. This turns out to be much simpler than I thought. I actually saw the value of x's, and turns out the x is either positive 1 or negative 4, and then when you put it back in this thing, you find out that it's 0. Of course it's 0 because this is the root of the equation. What was I thinking? So this expression, x squared plus 3x minus 4, it has to equal 0 because we found it from here. So there are two ways of doing it here. You can either do it this way, the classical way, which is to cross multiply the two. 4 minus x equals x times 2 plus x right here, which gives me 2x plus x squared. Bring everything on one side and immediately you will see that x squared plus 3x minus 4 equals 0. That's all. Or if you're able to see right from the very beginning that if you were to put 1 here, 4 minus 1 equals 3 and 2 plus 1 equals 3, 3 plus 3 is 1, which is also fine. Which tells me that 1 works here. Then you put 1 back in here and you'll see that it gives you 0. I hope you found this helpful. If you wish to purchase the DVDs of all the math problem in the exam, or if you wish to hire my services for personal private tutoring, I'm located in Connecticut. In either case, go to my website at www.prep4gmat.com. prep4gmat.com. All of this thing is not required. This is unnecessary. Alright? Thank you. I'm back. Let me cross it out. It's not necessary. This part is not necessary. I don't want to cross it out because I don't want somebody to think that it is the wrong work. It's the right work, but it is unnecessary. We could have stopped right here. Well, thank you.